let's see if this works now. All right, kind people of the internet who have stuck around for me to power cycle all my gear, let me know if this is working. I can just kind of play some guitar for you, I guess, and see how we're going. Okay, you guys hear me talking. Well, there you go. Just some classic computer science. You turn it off and you turn it on again, and then it all works better. Who knows how these things work? Who knows? Anyway, I think I was going to break down a lick for you all. Ah, Carsten's in here. Hey, mate. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying the French Open as well. Yes, we're back. I can noodle away and recycle Paul Gilbert licks for all of you. What was I going to say? We got some people from the U. I'm guessing you mean the U. What's the U? The UK? What else could be U? Ukraine? Uruguay? What other countries start with U? I'm all out the USA, maybe. Or the UAE. That would be another one. I gotta stop. I gotta break down some licks for you. Tennis elbow. No. That sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear about that. That is, yeah. The US. There you go. Welcome, Matt. I hope you're enjoying. I was going to break down this. I was breaking down this chorus delay multi-tap thing. Maybe I did do that. Let's talk about it some more. Because I can do this. Haha. So yeah, the kind of trick is, yeah, you use 2 of the delays for chorusing, you use 2 of the delays for delay, you filter all of them, and then, running them through pitch detune. This kind of is, this is a classic 80s trick, right? You have a chorus, which goes wobble and makes things sound wide, and you have a detune on the chorus to make it even crazier. Fuzz Universe, oh, that is going to be a challenge for me. I only listened to that album. I never learnt. Oh, there was a lick on there. I can't remember the song, but it's this. Yeah. All that kind of stuff. Yeah, what was I going to say? Oh, so here's the super cool Paul Gilbert lick. I'm going to move Axe Edit so you can actually see me play guitar. Minor 7th arpeggio, played PG style. If we were doing it in E, so E minor 7 is E, D. I'm down a whole step, but you all know what's up. E, D, B, G. So there it is. And then that kind of thing. And with Grease, so what are the frets? 12, 10, 7 on the high E, and then you skip to the G. 12, what is that? 9, 7. So you can do that, and then you can go down to G, and then E. I like to do G, F sharp, E, so you get... And doing stuff like, cycling down, back up, and then all the way down. So you get this. Oh, where's my sound? There we go. then, you know, the classic Racer X thing would be... We pick it all. Stuff like that. Yeah, there we go. So that's a really cool thing. I think he breaks that down in Intense Rock Volume 1. That's a good one. That's one that... where is there somewhere? I feel like I used to... No, oh, let me... Here we go. Here's an old Ragdoll song for you. Let's put it on. Here's my Livestream playlist. This is good. Let's see if I can remember how to play this. This will be interesting. First album, The Feeling. Yeah, so there's this little... And then something like that. Let's see if I can remember it. Totally not the lick, but you could do it. Something like that, that'd work. And then you go... That'd be cool. I actually think I like what I played there. Can't remember the solo either. Yeah. Eon Pi time signature. I don't know. I think it's just called jazz. Do I modify your patches for your guitars? Really depends. Really depends. Like if I had to do like a drop C Ragdoll gig on my Strat, then yeah, I would definitely modify it and like use a parametric EQ to kind of beef up the Strat or something. Just this has more gain and kind of more low mids. But if I was going from this to like another PRS or this to my Explorer, maybe I'll go to my Explorer just to demonstrate. Then the Explorer sounds a little bit different. There's like a kind of airy quality about it. I keep saying Explorer. It's a Hamer standard, but yeah, we all know what this is. So let me just mute myself real quick so you can just hear guitar. Yeah, I don't know, it's just like a little bit more MIDI or something like that. It's cool. I dig it. It's not that drastically different to the PRS. I could get through it, but yeah, like I said, if I was going to a Strat or something far removed, I would definitely modify the patch a little bit. There's a question from Stooky Person. What beginner digital modeler would you recommend? My question to you is, what do you want to get out of it? Do you just want amp modeling, or do you kind of want amp and effects and something where you can get a whole bunch of fun stuff? We have someone from Croatia in here. Welcome. Good to have somebody from the Balkans in here. There we go. C.A. Schwab. See you then. Have a great day at work, mate. Take it easy. What do we have here? So yeah, that's my question to you, Stooky Person. What do you want out of it? Figure that out, and then yeah, to me, if guitars were dinosaurs, then this is slightly more of a like a Velociraptor style thing, whereas the PRS is more a T-Rex. It's got this really big, just bigness about it. Yeah, then just a little bit different. That's the thing. Listen to Leon instead of yelling at people in the Fractal forum. Check. Yeah, any forum's a bit like that, isn't it? Shadow of Callisto. Hey, mate. I hope you're well, too. This is cool. Everybody's checking in. Do you think tube gain can match your Axe FX gain? Something like the ADA I would probably want to boost, because I like to use a lot of gain. Like, hey, Dan, what's up, man? Glad you made the stream. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, I like a lot of gain. So, often, before I had an Axe, I was like boosting my real-world amps with various things. So, and Rutger is here. This is the perfect time slot. Everybody's able to join. I hope you're alright, mate. I did see the new Fort and Tempest. Seems pretty cool. I use the grind model in the Axe quite a bit. I think it's recto time. Well, yeah. So I actually use, in the amp block, let me show you all what's going on here. In the amp block, there is a boost section. If I come down to the boost section, you can see I've got the boost type set to grinder. So, yeah, it goes from this to this. A little bit out of tune. I apologize about that. I can fix that a multitude of different ways. Let's turn this off. So yeah, I really like the Fort and Grind style thing, which I think was based off an old TC integrated preamp. So we're getting used to these Steinberger gearless tuners. You can really dial them in, which I like. Yeah, this is sat through obviously some weather changes over the last day. I'm tracking some guitars for a friend for their solo album, and I've been actually using this guitar a lot for the drop C stuff. I just have to cut DIs for it basically, so it's really nice and straightforward. But I've been using this a lot. It's working really well. A few 7-string songs on there as well, which has been cool to use. Basically just use some of these guitars that I play a lot on demo videos, but I haven't recorded with. Yeah, getting this C. Someone asked about string gauge, and you can see hitting the string hard changes the envelope. Tune it. Yeah, it's funny doing that and then actually having to tune it by ear a little bit. It's pretty interesting. So. Oh boy. Yeah, that's flat. I'm sure this is really interesting listening to me tune my guitar. So yeah, the grind's amazing in front of something like a Recto. Just on a different fixed EQ curve. That's awesome. Awesome. Yeah, well actually, Robert, I have them on my Firebird as well, but watching your video reminded me that I have them on my Hamer as well. Uncle Leon, it's 10 years, Troy, since we released here today. So more than 10 years since we were sitting in that little room over there. Give me some Hamer Jr. Brother, let me tell you, I can do that. So, fun story. This is like the origin story of friend of the channel, Troy Nababan, and I doing stuff. Yeah, literally a decade ago. So we got booked to go to the States, and it was like, well, we should probably put some music out and have some new things. And we managed to slap 5 songs together that ended up being Here Today, and then that plus the previous EP we did was the Ragdoll Rewound album. And I think we did it, I mean, Troy will tell you, fill in with details in the comments, but I think we did it all in 3 weeks. So very stressful for Troy, because he had to pull all this stuff together, but we had a few epiphanies in here using certain things and tracking that song. That song's in E flat. Sorry, drop C sharp. So I should probably tune it to there. But we ended up using this guitar lots. It turned out awesome. And using stuff like, I think we used a Tiny Terror for a bunch of stuff, and, you know, like running a Swollen Pickle into a Vox AC30 for overdubs, and it was a very, very, very intense, creative time, wasn't it? I treasure that quite a lot, actually. Here we go. So I'm getting this into drop C sharp. Someone asked about one of the cheapest guitars I own. This is actually a USA model, so it wouldn't have been cheap for whoever bought it, but I'll get this. Look at that, on the back of the headstock you can see some trauma. So it was one of those, there's no way this will sell for $300 or $400 on eBay, so I just bid that much and I won the bid. It's really loud. All right. I'd rather listen to tuning than listen to someone out of tune. I appreciate that. So yeah, we did this thing, and I'll tell you the origin of this song. I'd never written a song in drop D before, and for a little while we were experimenting with playing as a 4-piece in Ragdoll, and we had a buddy of ours join the band. It didn't really work out. I think we did a few gigs together, and yeah, it wasn't the vibe, so we were like, no, that's it, sticking with the 3-piece thing. And I was a little bit angry about the way a few things went down, as you tend to do when these things happen. And yeah, I came home and I scribbled a bunch of lyrics down, and I wrote what ended up becoming Here Today. And it was like, oh, I'm going to put in drop D and I'm just going to play these chords. You know, a bunch of chords Troy had showed me, basically, and I just started listening to it. I remember doing this demo and sending it to him, and he was like, yeah, it kind of sounds like Filter. You should listen to some of that stuff. And yeah, so this is our, this is the Filter song, I guess, Here Today. And then there was this whole debacle with the mastering, where we got it and something was wrong with the mastering, and we ended up having it remastered a couple of years later, and it sounds a lot better. So I'll play you the rewound version because it's remastered. All right. Distorted drums at the start too.
Wounded and afraid.
I am amazed that I remembered how to play that. We have not played that song for a few years. Yeah, that's a good summation, Troy. Linkin Park chords, exactly the. So I think it was like, cool, there's those chords, and then when we did Back to Zero, like rather than play that, I did this chord a lot. Yeah, that is right. So shout out to Perth prog legends Chaos Divine for that chord, because yeah, that kind of invented newer Ragdoll at the time, which is now old Ragdoll. Rashis Pradhan, just grab my IRs, man. I think they sound pretty good in there. They're free as well. Yeah, close enough for rock and roll. But yeah, I thought that particular song, I can't remember if we used that guitar on that song. We definitely used it on Overnight Sensation. So this is our this is our tribute to Steely Dan and Van Halen. Steely Dan for the lyrics, Van Halen for the shuffle. I guess a bit of ZZ Top in there. This was definitely just like this guitar and a Marshall. Very little layering. So yeah, let's see if I can remember how to play this one. How's the solo go? Alright, this is going to be a disaster, but I'm going to play it anyway. So, not the accents that I played. I'm going to go back to this Mark preset, because... Okay, cool. So there's a lot of lynch mobbing in this one. Let's do it. I'm amazed I got through that one as well. I didn't really get through that one. I made a few mistakes, didn't I? So yeah, I think it's meant to go. Yeah, Troy, the backing vocals. I remember you guys doing that and coming in and being like, yeah, and just being like, that sounds great. I really, really like it. What's the bit that always gets me in that? Other than like, because it's meant to go. By the way, that part I wrote on a guitar tuned in all fifths, and then had to relearn it in standard. And so, and then live we would go, and Cam would go 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, this is a great guitar. I always forget about it. It's really good for you run it through like a Tweed Deluxe model or something, and where's the Tweed Deluxe preset in here? I like the way that one sounds. There's the Tremolo Deluxe. There's a Vibrato Deluxe. Let's see. The Tweed Deluxe preset is some Super Tweed is cool. It's not the one I want. You know what I'm going to do? I am just going to... Deluxe Tweed. Here we go. Yeah, you want that like... Or you want... that kind of thing's cool. It's really cool through like a Marshall style thing as well, which I can do with this. Give me some plexi. That's what I want. Pretty cool, and yeah, that one's for Troy. Used to play that into a Blues Junior with an ME50 at gigs, and I love that tone. I loved it too as well. We did a lot of gigs like that back in 2011. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Yeah, the fifths thing, I was really into King Crimson, and Robert Fripp was talking about doing all of that, and I spent a lot of time with it. And you can do some cool. You can do 3-note per string pentatonic scales. Don't have a guitar set up for it at the moment. Guess I could do it on a drop C guitar. But yeah, I was just kind of doing this like sequence. I was like, that sounds really cool, but I want to play it. With, you know, a guitar that's not tuned in fifths. One that can allow to make some weird sounds, and having amps in it wouldn't hurt. Yeah, honestly, mate, like anything is going to do that nowadays. Probably not an amp in a box thing. You want some effects. You know, the newer... what does an HX Stomp cost? It's probably about 1,000 Australian dollars or something like that. The Mua GE 250 or 200, one of those is pretty cool. There's a Nuex MG. Actually, they're really good as well. So something like that would be pretty cool. Use some Lawsuit guitar. Yeah, I actually don't have the Dean here. Troy has got the Dean. So... there we go. There we go. But yeah, something like that. Nuex, Mua, they do some pretty cool stuff. Roger is talking about the... Oh, this is cool. I'm catching up with all of this. Song is an H3000. There you go. There you go. There you go. I should play some more songs off this. What else was that on that album? Could It Be Love? Could I remember the guitar solo to that? Could I remember the guitar solo to that? Yeah, that's right. It goes to 6/8 for a little bit. I need some clean sound for that. And how do I do that? Yep. Let me do this. I always remember, so we wrote this song as a little 80s style ballad, a bunch of fun chords in it. And I remember when we did our launch, which was like September 2012 for the EP. I remember playing this song, and it was a bit of a moment. That's all I remember, playing this, and I feel like we played it pretty well at the time, and yeah, just being like, whoa, this is... People came to the gig. This is awesome. And then no one else came to any more gigs. You know what? I really don't need that clean sound. I can do it with this. Just a bit of delay. So there's this. And because Troy and I were listening to a lot of Katy Perry at the time, there's a bit where it goes... There's like a minor 4 chord in one thing. Thoughts on compounded 7/8 time signature? Whew. I don't know. Francesco tried. Oh, the Italian Guitar Show. Did you hang out with Marco there? I imagine he was demoing that, so I saw some photos of that. Yeah, this one is for all the people out there. This is Ragdoll Ballad number 2. Ragdoll Ballad number 1 is In My Mind, and number 2 is Could It Be Love. Let's play it. Man, there's some bits. What do I do there? There's a look. I'm just not going to play this solo. So there's some stuff that happens in it, but this is how the song goes. What are the chords? Da 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 da. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm ready. Are you all ready?
Seems like yesterday, walking hand in hand. You smiled and you said that you loved me. Whispered in your ear, words I can't recall.
All right, I gotta go back and figure out that solo now. Man, that was fun. That's yeah, there we go. So and then a big. And then there's a da 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 da. Yes. Let me work out this last lick. Okay, that kind of makes sense because there's that Lydian chord in there. That was always a bit I forget. There you go. I know how to play that solo from my own song again. And this had Heaven Above, which has all the guitars. Like, I think we put a layer of like 30 different guitars on the intros. So Troy had to submix all of that. It still sounds pretty mega. I might play it for you guys now. I got to go drop C sharp. And Simeon is there. Everyone say hi to Simeon. And Troy said same chords as Sean Mullen's Rockabye. There you go. There you have it, kids. The Mullinator knew what was up. Alright, and this is easily the song I get asked about the most. Yeah, old school transcription methods. Can you slow the record down again, guys? What was I going to say? Heaven Above, yeah, like I play this in a video and people ask about it. So this one, I remember this took a few years to write, and this was one of those songs I got a little bit obsessive with, and then it turned out way better than I think I ever imagined. So I'll play through it. Ragdoll here today, 10-year anniversary. Troy can tell you all about recording the whispers and having them delay a lot.
Addiction is to surrender. You are impossible, never responsible. No, it's not an option. You are the answer. I am enchanted.
I'm getting this much sustain while I'm on headphones. There's no speakers playing in the room. It's kind of crazy. And then the ending solo, which kind of became a thing that it shouldn't have been. Playing the melody. Boys of Summer. To tie back to the start of the stream. So yeah, this was a really fun section to record. Awesome. So there you go, Ragdoll flashback. Absolute flashback. And Stooky is out of here, take it easy. Yeah, that's right. It was like, oh, I just like try come up with a different fill, and yeah, we just ended up with like a 3-minute jam session. I think there was not like, it went to at least 9.5 minutes, and we were like, yeah, it's at 7.5, fade it. Yeah, there you go. It goes a bit major on the way up. Minor on the way down. Yeah, man, it's really weird to decide that it's done at some point. What was I going to say? I think I put this video up, but it was like the, just sessions for Ragdoll All I Want, which was 2013, and I filmed a bunch of stuff in the studio and cut a bunch of it together. But there was a section where I was keeping like a little video diary for it, and yeah, like we were playing around with the chorus for Shine then in 2013. Didn't finish it, like just had the chorus. Sort of had that, and Ryan sang it, and I forgot all about it, had it on an iPad, and coming home from the States in 2014, I ran out of music to listen to, and I heard that demo, and I was like, I really don't like the music for it, but I really like that melody. And I was sitting on the plane listening to it. I was like, oh, I think I know exactly what I want to do with this song. And yeah, sort of as soon as I got back home, slapped together a demo for it. And I think I remember playing the demo to the guys, and they were like, Ryan was like, when did I sing this? I was like, oh, a few years ago, yeah, and then it was the last song that we tracked for Back to Zero, and it's the first song on the album, and it's probably one of the songs people associate with the band, so, and I like it because it starts with Ryan singing, which is, the singer is the focal point of the band. Can we get some Michael Romeo love? Certainly, Michael Romeo is so amazing that I'm not even going to attempt to play any of it, but... Yes. Is that it? Can you elaborate on running out of music? What do you do then? If you run out of... are you talking in terms of like you're trying to write something and you get writer's block, or you just haven't written something for a while, or... That's a good question. Could I improvise using a guitar with the Floyd? What do I have with the Floyd? The Schroeder? I could get that out. Yeah. But Philip B, listening to music, what do you do then? I mean, there's so many algorithmic ways to discover new music nowadays. That's a good way to do it, is like, if you like Steely Dan, just put on Steely Dan radio on Spotify. So I'm going to get Floydy McFloyd. Where does this guitar go? It lives up here. Okay. Alright, let's do that. Probably shouldn't bump it against that guitar, but Let's do this. Try to knock my Lego over while I'm doing that. Yep. Okay. And shout out to Mike Schroeder for this guitar. This is purple. Didn't have a purple guitar before this, and it's got a Gotto Floyd on it, and it's got 27 frets. So, I don't know. How about people in the comments suggest some cool stuff for Philip B to listen to? What are you all listening to? All right, let me tune this. And Tone Talk is in the chat. What is up? Hope everybody's good. Look, Philip B, listen to King's X. That's my suggestion. What tuning is this in? Standard? Maybe I should do some King's X. Alright, tuning to Floyd. Really fun. I think this has 9s on it as well, so it's going to be interesting. I don't normally play 9s. Is this in drop? Oh, that's in standard. Awesome. Cool, let's hear this. Best of luck, Dan. The housing market everywhere is crazy, isn't it? I will do King's Triple X, Tondi. That was the working title for one of our songs. Pretty fun. What could I play? Let's do some more Midnight Jam. I'll do Collateral. Yeah. those things without a whammy now. Which just means pre-bending a lot, so... That's pretty fun. That is a good technique to practice. Whammying and then whammying without whammying. That makes total sense, doesn't it? How do I get my FM3 to sound like a beast? Depends what you want. Obviously, like, you can download all my patches and steal all the ideas from them. That's one. If you like the way this sounds, that's the way to go about that. And then it depends on the sort of guitar you're playing, because as you've probably heard, like that, this doesn't sound anything like this at all. So yeah, just like use heaps of gain, and you know, if you like this, then use my IRs and it'll sound kind of cool. Does PRS even make a bad guitar? I don't know. I don't think so. They've made some guitars that probably aren't super popular, but their stuff's pretty good. They actually got some SEs on loan from the Australian distributor, which is kind of exciting. So I'll be able to do some videos with some SEs over the next couple of weeks when they arrive, which I'm excited about, as you can imagine. One of them might be a 7-string, and the other one's pretty awesome as well. So yeah, that'll be fun. Man, I've been on here for a little while, haven't I? This is the sort of question I'm here for, the IPL final. I've watched parts of nearly every IPL game this year because I have KO, so I can do that. But look, I've been impressed with the Royals, especially. I think it just depends on how well Butler goes. Like, if he gets going, then Titans are in trouble, because he just kind of flayed RCB in the semi or whatever it was. Like, just, what does he hit, 400s this IPL or something like that? Having said that, Titans have, because that's their first year, Gujarat, isn't it? Like, they've been really, really good. I think on paper, kind of underwhelming, but yeah, just the boys are getting it done. So I don't know. I think Titans winning is probably a feel-good story, but then Royals winning is kind of a feel-good story as well, because obviously Shane Warne was involved with them. So yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty good game. Both teams kind of have the guns. I'd like to see Samson go mental and really, really hit a big score as well. But I reckon Joss might get it done in the final. Bit of a big game player. So yeah, have I played a PRS Tremonti? Yeah, great. Like, this is Tremonti-esque, but hardtail and obviously different pickups and stuff like that. So everybody say goodbye to Troy. And yeah, it is my birthday tomorrow, so had a little thing today, got spoilt as usual. As I like to say, I have above average friends, and my friends just continue to be above average. Alright, I'm going to say goodbye, everybody. I'll play this one for Uncle Troy. This is the most recent Ragdollage. The working title for this was King's Triple X, because, you know, if you like King's X, you're going to like this. Alright, awesome. You guys have been fantastic. This was a really fun stream. I'll try and do something similar next weekend. Peace out.